Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Midweek Message. We're continuing to read our book. And I'm going to read you one that if you're following in chronological order, as I am, you won't get to until Saturday. So this will be a new one for you. But it spoke to me. And when you hear it, you'll know why, because you know how much I love children's books. So that's all I'll tell you for now. So, Kate and Jessica, chapter 20, it's called Becoming Real. We come undone. It's not a pretty fact, but it is inevitable. There are seasons when we are making and building, growing, and transforming into the person we always hoped we would be. We become the kind of person who does yoga, or watches every classic movie, or finally checks our voicemails. Then we come apart, and all of our rough edges are showing again. And it is in seasons like that when I need to hear the gospel of the Velveteen Rabbit. The Velveteen Rabbit is a children's book that tells the story of a stuffed toy rabbit wondering what to do when he is replaced by wind-up toys or eventually cast away. The bunny was once lovely, but now is ragged, older, careworn. Perhaps that is a familiar feeling. We see a photograph of our younger selves, maybe living a life that is now gone, and we have a little pang. That's me. And she's gone or he's gone. And we wholeheartedly accept the idea that we were better before. There is a shiny version of ourselves that once existed, and whoever we are now, it could never be as good. The Velveteen Rabbit has a moment of candor about this fear when talking to the Skin Horse, a toy who is older and wiser than the other toys, and the Skin Horse that explains that in the process of being loved, we are not diminished. We are becoming real. Real is not about how you are made, says the horse. It happens to you. It might hurt, and it happens slowly over time. But when you are really, really loved, you become real. The author of the story, Marjorie Williams, understood the deep beauty of that kind of love. She had come to love literature through her father, who died suddenly when she was seven. Seven. In her stories for children, there is a tender ache for the lives we've lost and the loves that endure. We are changed, and we often wish it were otherwise. Sometimes we worry that we are being undone, unmade, that we are simply losing our polish. But we are becoming. Like a well-worn stuffy that has been dragged everywhere and slept with every night and hugged to tatters, we become real through our wear and tear. By healing from the cruelty we didn't deserve. By keeping a soft heart for those who need us. By being loved imperfectly and loving imperfectly. In both, we changed, and we keep changing. We were not kept in a box on a shelf, and it shows. As the Skin Horse explains, generally, by the time you are real, that's capital R real, most of your hair has been loved off and your eyes drop out and you get loose in the joints and very shabby. But these things don't matter at all, because once you are real, you can't be ugly except to people who don't understand. Our shabbiness might be unacceptable to an Instagram world. After all, our culture confuses glamour with beauty and wisdom with bylines. May we always know the difference. May we not despise our realness. And when we worry we are coming undone or we were not as lovely as we were before, may we not be confused. After all, we can never be ugly, except to people who don't understand. And then she has this beautiful blessing for becoming real. Blessed are we who are becoming. What a gift. What a gift. who have lived so long in this strange state we call time that it shows. We are changing, and that's how we know we are alive. Blessed are you who see the evidence of your own becoming, the places where you are worn from so much loving, the laugh lines from jokes that made your belly ache, crow's feet from squinting to see the stars, or in my case, I hope from laughing, stretch marks from growing babies, building muscle, and enjoying delicious meals, and yes, the places that hurt, that are visibly still wounded and sore, that change how you move or how you live. Blessed are you, seeing all this as evidence of loss, yes, but also of life, because what is real is now showing through. Blessed are you who do not despise your realness. It may hurt. You may not recognize yourself in the mirror, but this is what we hoped for, right? To live and love and to be loved, to have our experiences show on our face and in our cells. It is the real life of Jesus in us being made visible, as all of our seams show. And our good enough step for today: find a minute alone. Take out a photo of yourself as a child. Allow yourself to appreciate what was, who you were, all the pain you had yet to know, or perhaps already did know, the way your body moved easily when sleep came effortlessly, the expectations you had. But then also take time to tell your younger self all the ways that living and aging and suffering have carved out within you a space for reality and more love and more compassion for others. Be effusive. If a prayer comes, pray it. If a poem appears, write it. If you want to create art, do it. And the quote for today is from Wallace Stevens. Our bloom is gone. We are the fruit thereof. Which just goes to show that even if you were a kid and you wanted to be the princess, when you grow up, you get to be the queen. The bloom might be gone, but the fruit happens after that. All right. I hope that in our Lenten journey together, that you are appreciating these moments where we come back to what is really real. I know in a sermon a few weeks ago, I said that, what is really real? And that is straight from the Velveteen Rabbit. Oh, thank you, Marjorie Williams. She was a wise and wonderful person and beautiful writer. I hope that you have these moments and the moments are good and they turn you inward in the best possible, most reflective way, where you can listen for the voice of God and you can see yourself in a redemptive light, in a light that makes it possible to love and to change and to grow and to have more compassion and have more love, because presumably that is what all of this is for. So until next week, and in this together with you, as always, Reverend Stephanie signing off.